and I'm a puppeteer. And I've noticed when I go into classrooms, I often see classroom puppets sitting in a corner not being used. So I wanted to share with you some of the ways I've had success in using these classroom puppets in the classroom. The first puppet I'm going to talk about is a moving mouth puppet. And every time I use puppetry or introduce puppetry with the kids, I teach them two rules. The rules in our classroom are that the puppets are not allowed to fight and not allowed to bite. The puppets are not allowed to fight and not allowed to bite. And we'll go over this many times. And when the children pick up a puppet, I ask them to remind the puppet of the rules. Puppet, you know the rules. Yup. The puppets are not allowed to fight, not allowed to bite. Okay, because it is really hard when you have a puppet like this on your hand to not go around biting things. It has a big mouth and lots of teeth, so you have to work really hard to remember the rules. The puppets are not allowed to fight, not allowed to bite. That's it. Got it. Another way we can use the puppets is teach them to sing. So we can sing all kinds of songs with the puppets to practice opening our mouth when the children's mouth opens, closing your mouth when the children's mouth closes. Ah, 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 ah. Very nice. You can sing the ABC song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Nice job, nice job. You can also feed these moving mouth puppets, and that feels really fun too. So you can go around feeding the puppets. They could come and feed your puppet. I've had children come up and feed the puppet something that started with the letter C if you were working on your alphabet. Everyone can sing. I had a dinosaur and the dinosaur pleased me. I fed my dinosaur on the greenberry tree. Everyone can feed their animals. The little dinosaur said, "Rawr!" The little rooster said, "Cock-a-doodle-doodly doodly doodly doo." Feeding your puppets, singing with your puppets, giving them lots of ways to interact that are safe. I call this the traditional hand puppet. It's not a moving mouth, but it's still a puppet you put on your hand. And when we put these puppets on, the rules are the same. No fighting, no biting. But you can teach them to do some pretty special things. You can teach all your puppets to wave. So depending on the puppets in your classroom, you might put one finger in the head, wave with these arms. You might put two fingers in the head and wave with these arms. Some puppets you might even put 3 fingers in the head. I don't think there's a wrong way or a right way. It depends on the size of your hand and the size of your puppet. But when you put your puppets on, see if you can get your puppet to nod. That way you know there's some fingers up in that puppet head. See if you can get your puppets to wave to each other. Look at each other and wave. That way you know they've practiced moving those fingers. And if you can get your puppets to wave, maybe you can get your puppets to clap. Yay! Very exciting, very exciting. You can use these puppets to explore feelings. Show me what your puppet looks like when your puppet is feeling sad. So sad. You can use this puppet to explore actions and action words. Show me what your puppet looks like when it's climbing a ladder. Nice job. Or jumping. Or dancing. Whatever you want your puppet to do, you can teach your puppets tricks. But anything in your classroom can be a puppet. It might even be a stuffed animal in your classroom. And if you give it some eye focus, so it's looking at the crowd, if you can make that puppet wave, you can make that puppet blow a kiss, then you have more puppets in your classroom than you even knew. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.